Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily free guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you can join us for this journey of healing, self-expansion, and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I'd like to remind us that we've passed the 500 marker of Reparenting Daily. As a celebration of that, I've opened the Patreon community for free membership so that you can join our Zoom calls for free. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and many people are struggling. And so my hope with this is to encourage others to take up the serious work of reparenting on themselves and to offer and provide a free community where people can do that. I'd also like to personally thank all of you who have been along for the journey so far. Just as a reminder, this is a free podcast, but I do sell the Reparenting Daily Journal where you can follow us along with all the monthly and weekly themes, and where you can also join us in our free Zoom calls to reflect on the weekly themes as we make our way through the year. This is something that I've opened up for free, but you can purchase the journal if you'd like to support the podcast. You can also just copy the themes within your own journal and follow us along there. If you'd like to support us in other ways, you can also join the Patreon with a paid subscription or also donate on Buy Me a Coffee. Just as a reminder, I've created another resource called Fairy Tales for Reparenting. This is a 3-volume series that organizes fairy tales from around the world into the 3 phases of the hero's journey, from beginning, middle, to end. Now, these are fairy tales that come from Grimm's fairy tales and other traditions and other cultures around the world. And while you might think that fairy tales are for kids, actually, these stories contain profound truths and lessons that we can use in our reparenting journey. So these books are a very simple and creative way to connect to your inner child. I'd like to send a very warm thank you to Maria, who has been helping me to edit the books since I had some difficulties in the fall and I've had some issues with my eyes. So now the first 2 volumes are available on Amazon in ebook or regular book format, so you can check those out, and we'll be working on that last volume to release to you as soon as possible. But again, these stories are ways to connect with lessons that are shared across different cultures, to reconnect with your inner child, and to really teach yourself some lessons that have been carried down for centuries and millennia. As we're passing episode 550, I'd like to also turn your attention to the fact that I've changed the meditation at the end of the podcast, and so you can check that out now for a new experience of binaural beats. So this helps with binaural stimulation from the left to right ear, a bit like a replication of the EMDR experience. So I'm hoping that this can help bring you guys some relief, and we'll have other meditations coming soon as we progress with the rest of the year. So with these announcements now out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is also from the Ching. We're going to be reading Hexagram 52, Ken, which is called Keeping Still, or Mountain. Just a reminder, we're in October, and the theme is developing resilience and overcoming challenges. We are in, Jesus Christ, I'm making a mess today. We are in week 4, which is October 22nd until the 31st, and the theme for this month, or this week, is building mental toughness. Grab the book again, I lost my page. Yes, again, Keeping Still, Mountain, Hexagram 52. Still your emotions through meditation. Receiving this hexagram is a sign that you need to quit your emotions, or quiet your emotions, so that you can think clearly. To answer the clamorings of the ego with action now is to invite misfortune. The I Ching counsels non-action and the stilling of the emotions through meditation. It is in the nature of having a body to have strong feelings and impulses. However, if we allow our thinking to be controlled by them, we cannot act with the gentleness, neutrality, and graceful wisdom of the sage. Instead, we move rashly when we ought to keep still, or we solidify when we ought to remain fluid. Therefore, it is necessary to quiet the body and its inferior elements so that our thoughts and actions be clear and balanced. 3 things are advised. First, sit quietly in a self-supporting position with your back straight and eyes closed. Second, observe the flow of your bodily emotions. Do not judge or resist them. The simple practice of watching them come, linger, and go without acting on them allows you to gradually separate from them, from your thought processes. And third, turn your inner conflicts over to the deity for resolution. The help of the higher power is only made available to those who ask for it in a disciplined way, who make an offering of their stillness and mindfulness. Through meditation, we reduce the influence of inferior elements and make it possible for the sage to assist us. Keep still as a mountain now, and you will be rewarded with good fortune. First line. It is not time to move. It is easier to still yourself now than after action has been initiated. Remain innocent, quiet, and detached. Second line. There is a great desire to move, but the time is not right. Let others do what they will, and hold to stillness and acceptance. This enables the sage to do his work. Third line. Do not attempt to force a good feeling into place. Patiently let go of doubt, fear, anger, and distrust. And the sage aids those who quietly accept the unknown. Fourth line. A heart at rest leads to a mind at rest. Deepening your acceptance leads to good fortune. Fifth line. Restrain your speech. An active tongue betrays a restless mind. Tranquility on every level is advised. And the sixth line. Perseverance and stillness in both thought and deed forms a noble heart. The ultimate fruit of a noble heart is complete peace of mind. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back. Hexagram 52. Ken, the mountain, symbolizes stillness, stability, and inner composure. It teaches that the power of stopping, centering, and finding peace within the moment. The image of two mountains resting one upon another, steadfast, calm in the face of turbulence. The wisdom of Ken lies in learning to pause, when to let go of restless striving, and when to become deeply grounded in the present. In the context of developing resilience and overcoming challenges, this hexagram reflects the essence of mental toughness as inner strength, as inner stillness. True resilience isn't about pushing forward or winning battles. It's also about knowing when to stand still, breathe, and reconnect to your core. The mountain teaches that serenity is a form of strength. When your mind stops chasing, when your thoughts settle like snow on stone, clarity emerges. In this stillness, reaction becomes reflection, and panic transforms into insight. From a reparenting perspective, Kin represents the inner protector, the calm guardian within you, who keeps your inner child safe by being unshakably present. As children, many of us were surrounded by chaos, unpredictability, or fear, so stillness might still feel unsafe or foreign. Now, Kin invites you to relearn stillness, not as paralysis, but as safety. To keep still is to let your body and spirit rest in the assurance that you no longer need to brace for harm. In this moment, your inner parrot says, you can stop now. You're safe here. That grounded presence is the foundation of mental toughness, the ability to stay calm under pressure without losing your center. As we go into the journal prompts, number 1, where in my life am I being invited to pause rather than push forward? And what emotions arise when I try to be still? Number 2, how can I create moments of inner stillness each day, especially when my mind wants to react, rush, or control? And number 3, if my inner child could rest against the mountain of my inner parent today, what reassurance would they need to hear most? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.